everyone, my name is Chris De Jesus. So I'm here in Las Vegas, Nevada, hanging out with my friend RJ. Tell us more about yourself.
Well, my name's RJ. Hey guys, we're just it's actually hilarious because we're just making this video. My friend Chris just visited me, and we thought we'd kind of do it like interview style because it's just hilarious. I'm out here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's actually really hot. So so the sun's like I have to squint because the sun's so damn bright. What I do is I work from home. I have an online business, and what it was that I was in the Air Force for pretty much for 4 years, right? And I separated because of reading a book, because of reading this book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Have you read it?
Yeah.
Nice. It's by Robert Kiyosaki, right? So Robert Kiyosaki wrote this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and in the book it talked about 2 different kinds of incomes, right? And first of all, the 2 different kinds of incomes is the first kind of income is linear income, where you clock in, you get paid, clock out, you get unpaid. So really, we only have 24 hours in a day, and so that means you can't really create as much wealth as you can with that kind of a philosophy in business. So the other kind of income is leveraged income. Leveraged income is what the philosophy that wealthy people use, and what they do is that they leverage businesses, they leverage people, they leverage all these they leverage money like investments, leverage these things in order for them to create cash, and it's income coming in whether you're sleeping, whether you're dipping your toes in the hot sands in the Philippines or something like that. And that's the kind of life I wanted to live. So I read that book, and my life changed forever, because I remember going to a seminar, driving. I used to live in Santa Maria, California. I was stationed in Vandenberg Air Force Base, and I remember inviting my friend Andrea to go to this seminar by Robert Kiyosaki, and we were like, oh man, yeah, because we were both about to get out of the Air Force, and so we went there and got fired up. But then she didn't really follow through with it. It was more me just inviting her. And then once I saw that seminar, I saw the potential for creating wealth, right? I wasn't making money at that time. I always had more month at the end of the money. Does that make sense? Sorry if I spat on you. But anyway, so I got back, and then I never lost the vision. So when I got out of the Air Force, I made a decision that I'm just gonna find a way to make a business work. Even though I had no knowledge of business, I'm gonna read the books, I'm gonna get around the people, I'm gonna do whatever it took in order for me to get to where I wanted to go. So what I did was I read books, and I went to all these real estate seminars and read all these books about it. I mean, when you read real estate books, they're books this thick, they're so non-readable, right? It sucked. Like I was a cop, so sometimes when there's nothing to do, I had a partner, so I would bring this thick book and study it, right? But it was so hard. But luckily, what I did instead what I did was I procrastinated, like a lot of us. We procrastinate on stuff when we don't really take action on what we want to do. And so what I did was I went to school, and the military was paying for it and all that stuff. But in the meantime, while I was going to school, I went through this deal where I met some friends who in San Diego, California, and then they were dating coaches, and then they influenced me a lot on on my business that I have now. And I met a lot of the mentors that I had. And the funny thing about dating is that it has a lot to do with not just dating, but relationships. That has a lot to do with philosophy and social dynamics, how we all interact as people. And in order for us to become good at that, I just felt some wind. I thought something pooped on my shoulder.
So continue.
Where was I? I'm distracted like no other. So the funny thing about relationships is that you tend to, when you study it, you tend to understand social dynamics, how we all interact with each other, how the philosophies work. And so I met a lot of my mentors. A lot of them were neuro-linguistic programming master practitioners, and they taught me a lot about social dynamics. And so I really got into that. I got really good with relationships. I read a lot of books on relationships. I read a lot of books on social dynamics and neuro-linguistic programming, and got around people who were pretty much masters. I attended a lot of this guy named Richard, who's the creator of neuro-linguistic programming. Got around a lot of his seminars, and I learned a lot about the mind. And so I started my own business, right? a relationship coaching business out in Santa Maria. I had no way to market it, and so I just kind of did it through Craigslist, right? Excuse me. So I did it through Craigslist, and I got a few clients, and it's a funny thing because a lot of things that make us successful, that take us to the next level, right, are the things that we're not comfortable with. Because I remember my mentor telling me that the stuff you're comfortable with are the stuff you're gonna keep getting the same results when you're doing what you're comfortable with. And so you're already making the same income that you're making in your comfort zone. So in order for you to take it to the next level, you got to get out of your comfort zone. And so whenever you're starting a business, I encourage a lot of people to start a business. And if you read my blog post, you're gonna see a lot of stuff about being an entrepreneur, being about financial freedom and wealth and health and relationships and all that stuff. The really important things in life, because a lot of people, they tend to focus on things that they're not really that important. I mean, what I used to do was I used to be really good at pool. I got really good at 9-ball. I would win tournaments like first place. But then I found out later that it wasn't really benefiting me in my future, right? In order for you to become a really professional pool player, you'd have to be like traveling, and you wouldn't be with your family. It's not the kind of lifestyle I want. And what I learned from my mentors is that if you got to follow people who has the lifestyle that you want, because you buy other people's opinion, you buy their lifestyle, right? Anyway, so fast forward later, I didn't know how to market my business, but I kept studying. I knew a little bit about social media marketing, and then somebody introduced me to network marketing, and it was one of the best decisions I ever did. I'm not doing it anymore, but I met a lot of great leaders in network marketing. Some of these leaders when I heard them talk, it was like magic. I was sitting down taking notes. I was at the edge of my seat, and there was like hundreds of people in the audience. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat taking notes of everything this guy's saying, because it's like man, it's a reframe in the mind, and I'm blown away by the information. They taught leadership, they taught communication, they taught selling, prospecting, marketing, all of this stuff, and mostly they taught about personal development, because what they kept saying was that you'll never exceed the income that you're where you are in your personal development, right? So somebody will always sabotage themselves if they don't grow along with their income, right? So in order for you to become a millionaire, you'd have to have a millionaire mindset. And there's a lot of books on, actually the book is called Millionaire Mindset, something like that, I don't know. But anyway, so I got into that, and then I learned leadership, learned marketing, got around some really secret groups, because these are people the people that are writing the books, they're not necessarily the people that you want to get advice from. They're not necessarily the people that are doing the deal. The thing about when I got around these leaders is that they were the people doing the deal. They were the people that were making the money. They don't have time to write books because they were making so much money, doing the deal, being in the field, making the money, and doing the investments, and doing the personal development, and doing the leadership stuff, and helping a lot of people, empowering a lot of people to do the same, become leaders. Because I learned about leadership development. There's one thing becoming a leader, but it's another thing to build leaders, like John Maxwell and all the mentors that I've had. And so after that, I got into, I learned about online marketing. It's one of the best things I've ever done. It's the funnest. And the thing about marketing is, I actually have a blog post about marketing, and marketing is just, we do it every day. We sell every day. We talk, we sell our ideas, we sell our thoughts every day. It's just a matter of transference of belief, right? So selling is just, my mentor told me, selling is just one-on-one, and marketing is selling to the masses, right? So that's my short story, I guess. That probably took like 20 minutes to explain.
I know.
So
tell us what your blog's about.
My blog's about the stuff that I've learned. Pretty much one thing I learned about blogging is that it's just one way to market in a really good way. If you look at blogging, if you look at a lot of these people that are making a lot of money on the internet, they have a blog because they create trust with their audience. And so I wanted to create a blog where people get to know me a little bit. They get to know the stories, because I don't have the opportunity to really coach people one by one, because frankly I don't have time, and frankly if I want to have time freedom, right? So if I just blog about it, people get to read it and get to watch the videos and get to know what I know without me being there, right? Because the video runs every day, and the technology is just so powerful now that you can just upload a video just for free in YouTube, which is just amazing. I just a few days ago, actually, just I uploaded a video, Harlem Shake video.
Really?
And it's so funny.
Can you watch the movie?
Yeah.
I mean, the
video?
Yeah.
I'll show that to you after this video.
Sure.
So anyway, I just uploaded all these videos. It's so funny because I can just talk on the video, and I learned all these communication skills, how to market through video, how to talk in video, how to communicate. You know, thing about me is that I never really was a good communicator. I was a really shy guy up until I got into what I know now. I was really shy. I never really had. I was never a good conversationalist, and I never had that much of a that big of a confidence, self-esteem. And I learned communication from my mentors, and just by watching them, being around them, I learned all these things. So anyway, on my blogging, I talk about the important things to me, important things in my business, and important things that I think that are important in someone's life, which is pretty much three things, which is health, wealth, and relationships, right? And all these things. Let's see if this thing has battery. So yeah, so all of these things are really important to me. So I talk about communication, how to convey ideas, how to communicate better, the things that I've learned about income creation, how to make money on the internet. And by the way, you're going to see a banner below this video saying do these three things and make money every time. Just click on that banner, and you're going to find out what I do. You're going to find out how to make money online if that's what you want to do, right? So that's what I talk about in my blog. I talk about skills mastery. And the reason why I talk about skills mastery, by the way, is that I think that everything's a skill, everything is learnable. It's just a matter of, because we're getting better at something every day, right? Somebody who plays games every day is going to get better at that game. You know, you can't not get better at something. So we're either growing or declining. So we're always getting better at something. It's just a matter of what we focus on, the skill that we focus on in order for us to get better at that thing. That's what I talk about in my blog.
What would you say to someone who's watching this video?
Well, what I say to someone watching this video, I say you're watching this now, and I'm probably going to put this video on the top of my blog, so people can kind of just watch the video on the top of my blog and just get to know me a little bit. It's going to be, I wanted this video to be short, but I just kind of run my mouth and just talk about whatever I want, whatever's on my mind. And the reason why I do that, is very powerful, because I learned from my mentor that if we just talk about what's in our heart, we will never have to worry about what we have to say. If we just talk about what's in our heart, we'll never have to worry about what we have to say. So when I learned that, I was like, man, I can just talk about whatever I want, and I don't ever have to worry about what I need to say, because what's in me comes out of me. The books that I've read, the people that I've been around with, just comes out of me. I just say stuff that I think about later. I'm like, man, did I really just say that? And so what would I like you to do? Cut this video really short. It's been a really long video. What we'd like you to do is just go look through the blog posts on my blog and kind of take in the information. I blog about skills mastery, leadership, communication, speaking well, eating well, and all of this stuff. And if you want to find out more about what I do, and if you're someone who wants to make money on the internet and live a kind of lifestyle where you're leveraging income, you're not exchanging time for money, because we all only have 24 hours in a day. Just click the banner below this video. I'm going to put this above that banner, and click on that banner and just put in your information. Watch the free video that talks about how to create. My buddy Vic Strezaus is going to talk about how he made money online, and I'm pretty much following the system that he's using, and I'm a part of his team. And if you become part of our team, it's going to be badass. We get to work together, and we get to become a family, right? So let's cut the video there, right? So thanks for hanging out with me, Chris. And actually, we're gonna go out right now and go to Red Rock. Yeah, because Chris is visiting me from Vancouver, and we're gonna go take pictures and tag people on Facebook. Tag people on Facebook, upload pictures on Facebook, visiting places, and right. And so I mean, that's just a lifestyle, man. It's all about lifestyle. It's all about traveling the world. I'm all about traveling. I'm all about living the life that I want to live. I'm being around people that I love, and you can't really do that when you're stuck working a job. And it's just it's one of those things where you listen to people who has the lifestyle that you want. And I have some mentors who who make some incredible income. They make more money in one month than I make in a whole year. It's incredible. So our folks,
thank you for hanging out with us, and
well, we'll talk to you guys soon. Alright, let's go. That's it. Good job.